this. For the past 40 years, you don't take that as my time? I know him. For the past 40 years, the city has had 2 mega districts which elect our city official. District 1 has 10% of the population. That includes downtown, West Austin, and Northwest Austin. This district has identified, funded, and elected more than half of all council members and 15 out of 17 mayors. District 2, that's 90% of the rest of us, this district elected less than half of all council members and 2 mayors. Now we're in South Austin now, and currently 42% of our citizens live in South Austin. Yet over these past 40 years, they've only been able to elect 17.9% of the council members and 1 mayor. So let me restate the 3 elements of Mega District 1. 10% of the population. They identify, fund, and elect the majority of the council. There's an additional element. The overwhelming majority of these elected officials live in this mega district. Now, I also knew the men who designed the gentleman's agreement, and they were good people who were trying to do the right thing at that time. However, then and now, campaigns are funded through Mega District 1. My second point is access. Access to the people who represent the other 90% of the population. Other than a handful of elected officials over the past 40 years, everybody else lives somewhere else. Mega District 1. With smaller districts, officials will live in an area with people who elect them. You can see them walking and talking in the community at HEB like I did with Gus Garcia and his wife. My last point is accountability. With smaller geographical districts, there is a hope, a glimmer of hope, for increased accountability and a sense of obligation to the people who elect them. A person who actually lives in the area is more knowledgeable and aware of the people and the critical issues that they face. For 40 years, the majority of the council has lived in Mega District 1. It is difficult, if not impossible, for a person living in District 1 to be informed and committed to the issues in District 2. The power has been and continues to be in the hands of the 10%. It's time for a change. Thank you so much for your consideration.
Thank you, Ms. Houston. Are there any quick questions?
From Peck Young, who's run the numbers from us from a variety of sources.
Okay, and those were based on election results on the election?
Correct. Am I right, Peck? Yes.
Thank you.
Ms. Houston, would you care to elaborate on why you think most of those elected to the council were from that Mega District 1?
Well, as I said, Senator, the power brokers live in those districts, and there are about 4 zip code areas that have the power and the influence and where all the people tend to live. And
that generally mean money?
Yes, it does mean money.
Thank you.
Yeah.